Welcome back to another session here. So I still have my long position here on the US tech. Let's see if we are holding and we're pushing right back again. I might target even higher, but again, if it start consolidating and it start breaks below, I might choose to exit this one and then re-enter later. But let's jump right back into it here. So we currently have a big push on DAX. It's going to be interesting to see if this is going to push higher, and then I will go in for a long, okay? So, as always, marking the highs, marking the lows for the opening. So let's see if we manage to push above 24,000, then I will consider doing a long position. Again, it could also be a fake out here, just so you're aware. So higher lows, lower highs, break above, long, break below, potential short back to here, or even shorting it back to lows of 850. So it's still holding for me here. There was a lot of consolidation here. Many people, they went short around 3:30 yesterday. That was great if they have managed to close it out around night 3 a.m. But again, I did not do that. I went long. I'm holding it for now. Wait to see if DAX is going to break above or if this is going to sell below. Let's check the news just quick here. So we have something coming in today, at least. So this is all day CPI today. But I'm not super sure when we're gonna have these news here. When will it be released? Okay, that's quite important. So that's gonna really give us that direction for the market. So this is could be a quite big day for the DAX. Is the DAX index even open? Okay, let's see here. Selling pressure coming in here in a shorter time frame. We're seeing lower highs, lower lows. We actually start seeing some selling pressure. I don't know if this was expected, but let's see. Be careful of just shorting the market with hope that this is going to sell off, or be careful of going long. This is just going to push right back, okay? So just be careful and just have the risk in mind. I'm going to start going for a light long here. I'm buying it here. It's currently trading at, I'm expecting it to hold support. Again, it could be a fake out. It's a risky trade. So I'm expecting it to hold above the lows for the pre-market session, and I expect it to come above 24,030. But again, I could be wrong, and then I'll have to cut losses. This could start selling off more than I expected. So let's see if we're gonna break below the lows for this pre-market session, or if it's gonna hold and push right back up again. Just moving stop loss not to get a fake out. We have an opening range breakout, but again, that could be a fake out. So if we do not come below this level and we start holding and we start breaking above and we come right back into the range, then I'm pretty confident we're just going to end the higher today. So current long, still holding along over here. It doesn't look that great. It keeps showing lower highs. It's, I don't know if we can say finally correcting itself after this crazy push for no reason. So markets start turning more bearish than really being very bullish, but we're still holding at these 75 levels, and DAX also managed to push, I told you. So this is a great trade up. So I went long because we're holding above, and I was expecting we're gonna hold above the pre-market lows. So I'll move stop loss in here. I'm currently long for $250,000. Moving stop loss to break even. I could get stopped out here. I could maybe consider exit this one here. Let's just exit here at 84 just to lock in some light profits, or 86, whatever you want to exit at. So I actually expect market to move higher. We're holding. This is a great sign, and I think it's even going to push more. So, but I'm just going to wait here 3 more minutes, and then I will re-enter my long position. Okay. So everyone, they might went short here, live with hope that this is going to sell off, but what more really to come? Like, we don't, like, it's just not realistic for it to like hope that this is going to sell back to here for now. So rejection at 24,000. Once Nasdaq is going to push above 320, I might add to it to take it back to 800. If it keeps selling off, I'm not adding to anything. Same here. If this sells below here, I'm going to go short. If it's holding and I see progress in the next minute or two, I'll do a long position. But again, if we break below, I might consider taking a short position, and that have nothing to do with the Nasdaq, because right now I'm just holding the Nasdaq. So it's not that I do not want to add to it. I just want to see progress, and if I get confirmation on the sell side, I'll just, why not? I'm not going to close this anyway, so I could just go in here and do a short position. Break below would trigger short. Around here could be a strong support. Below here could be a very good short side. So this still looks okay strong to me. I'm re-entering my long. Let's see, I'm just waiting a little bit here. So holding, no progress below. It could turn around, but it could also push above highs, and that's the opening range breakout, okay? So we went to 220 in the pre-market session or the aftermarket, and then we pushed right back up into 320, and then we managed to come above 350. Managed not to, we closed above this bar here, right? Thinking about going in for a long position here into the stop loss at 86. Let's see here. The risk is it could also start selling off now. It looks strong, but also looks with no progress, right? It's a risky trade. It could start turning around now and start selling to 950. So this could potentially be a short position. We keep getting rejected at the opening range highs, and we keep having support here, so we could potentially trade from range to range, and we could also take a break above. I'm not doing anything. I mean, if you do short here, yes, you could target 950 or maybe 900 or 850 and have a stop loss here. And I'm thinking about doing that actually. Because of lower highs, it could go okay with a short. Let's see if Nasdaq comes up here. The same for UK. I think UK's might be closed. Nope. That also went up. It's might getting rejected here. It's waiting for confirmation. This is also consolidating, but it could push now. US 500. Yeah, no really progress here in the morning. Index is start selling off. Yeah, too risky for me to take the trade. We're holding quite good here around EMA. Lots of noise previous here, but I'm gonna go for a long position if I can see a break above. So the risk is if I go in for a long, it is gonna sell back to here, but then I'll get stopped out there. And if we break above here, then I set a stop loss. That's tight. Let's see here. Everyone goes short here, I know that. There's so many, I have no idea that's going short here. And they're hoping that it's gonna sell off. And now they're getting stopped out and they're gonna push the market. So they're holding it good here. I'm thinking about taking the potential risk and taking a long position. Then target maybe 24,100. But again, it's not a lot of momentum, a lot of progress. It goes up and then down. So this could be a risky play. But again, it could also hold here and it could push. So if we break above 24.17 and I need to see a push, then yeah, I'll go long. Just waiting for confirmation. It's getting rejected here. Market could start selling off, but it could also push here. Looks like it's gonna push, but this could also be fake outs. Actually quite surprised that market is holding and it's not really selling off and it's not really coming back. I'm thinking about taking a I'm taking a pretty heavy, not a heavy position, but, and then set a stop loss at 85, but it's a little bit risky here. Just waiting for it to break above and take all the shorters out. I would say they have the stop losses at 310 and 320. So there's no break above this, and this. So for me to be very bullish on the DAX, we have to break 320 on the Nasdaq. When DAX is doing nothing and DAX is just holding, it's a strong sign. I'm thinking about going long here. One push back, I'll go long and have a tight stop loss. I'm going in for a long here. Do not copy me. Do not copy what I do. I'm just exit here again for no progress. I just thought it would push a little bit above. Okay, it's coming there. Let's see here. Okay, I was right about this one here. There could be many shorters that's gonna re-enter around 320, but now we also got above there. Thinking about re-entering along here. But again, it could potentially turn around and then start selling off, so that's the risk. Come above 320. I might even consider adding to a long here on the Nasdaq. Maybe we're getting rejected at 320 and then DAX will also sell off. So no break below, no break above. The next couple of minutes, let's see if we're gonna have a break above. Looks like it's gonna come here. I'm gonna go in for a new long position here at 0.05. Nope, I didn't manage to enter it. I am not long, no positions. It got rejected there at 320 with no close above. That could potentially be the highs and it could start selling off now. I could consider moving my stop loss on the Nasdaq to 75. Then I can always re-enter later. I think I'm going to do that. Okay, that was actually the overall. Okay, let's see here. We have opening range breakout. Thinking about going in for a long position. But I'm also aware of the risk that it might sell off. There's two options you could do. You could either hold your long here and just accept the stop loss of 200 and then still focusing on, targeting highs. Or you could move your stop loss here and get potentially stopped out while it stops around 230. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold my stop loss. Over here, I'm not doing much. It's not really breaking above. Could be a potential short actually if it's not really pushing anymore. and short back to 950. They dumping the market a little bit here. Let's see. I'm gonna re-enter a long position here. Looks like they're gonna push it back. No really progress so far. It's a risky play. I'm going in for a long position here. I might get stopped out on this one here, so do not copy that one here. I went in for a long position, risking 10 points. Let's see. So Nasdaq showing some sort of progress. It could potentially sell back. Let's see if it's going to push above the opening range breakout, 22. Thinking about moving a stop loss to 24, but I'm just going to hold it for now to see if we're going to have a push. No really push here. Lots of consolidation. And we can see Nasdaq also start selling off a little bit here. I think if Nasdaq starts to sell off below 300, that will trigger a big short for DAX, but right now it's just not doing anything. I'm just consider holding this one here and just target highs of maybe 200 or maybe even 300. For now I'm just holding it. I think it could push to 250, so I'm just long, guys. Could consider moving my stop loss to break even. Moving stop loss to break even, I'm risking no money here. I'm risking nothing. So no risk, and I'm just gonna let it run. I might get stopped out in 1 second. Okay, we stopped out on that one here. Thinking about re-entering. Gonna re-enter my long position here. Will we see a push or will it be a fake out? Looks like it's not really pushing higher so far. But why would it not push to 50? Why would it not push to 100? Again, it could start doing like we saw here, start selling off, and it could potentially follow. If Nasdaq starts to sell off, I would say it could potentially come back to 300 and then push. Wow. So this is gonna be my last position on the DAX. It's getting rejected over here. Not really coming above. There's one option, either it's going to come back to 24,000 and then push later, or else it's just going to push in the next minute or two, and it could potentially sell off now. Nasdaq is not pushing above. I'm just gonna hold this one here. So let's see. I'm thinking about exit this one here. I'm thinking about moving my stop loss to break even once we push again. Just move my stop loss to 22. Let's see. Let's just exit here. No really money today, so I just exit at 40. Not 40, I'm sorry, 37. But still managed to make some profit. Still holding it over here. Thinking about re-entering this one here. I'm gonna re-enter here around 45. Let's see if it's gonna break above 50. It looks like it could potentially push above 50. So the overall idea of the opening range breakout was correct this morning, but now we might see a fake out. Moving stop loss to 21 again. I don't want to get stopped out immediately here at 30. Once Nasdaq is confirming and pushing above 20, then DAX is gonna come very quick. $46. The only issue is that it's not confirming on the other indexes, so it's choppy around here. It's not really breaking above. And that's not good for the DAX. DAX could easily sell back to 950, but now I'm just holding it long. So I'll do something here, and that's gonna be holding it back to 300. So I'm currently working with a 250 points target. On this one here, I'm risking like 20 points. So I'm working with like a 10R. But again, it might not work out. It might just get me stopped out. Could easily sell back to 24,000. Because there's no momentum today, and that's the issue. But we could see Rheinmetall is pushing 1.2%. So I'll just hold this long position here with my stop loss and my take profit. So I'll just close down for it. Thank you. I'm holding it here. It's a great position, guys. Okay, thank you. That's a great session here.